Jahmad back in the crib! Welcome to my channel, man. Maybe for the first time for you new time viewers. Today is gonna be a blind review, man. I ain't never heard this project before. It's of a semi-mainstream artist. His name is Fresco Trey. I'm sure some of y'all have heard of this guy before, but he from Memphis. Been making a lot of waves recently, man. I don't think I've ever heard a full album from him. I have heard like a song or so, but they weren't that memorable, so can't remember. It is what it is. Anyway, the name of the album is called Meraki. I believe that's how you say that. Or is it Meraki? Whichever one it is Fresco Trey's album from last year. And we're gonna get into it, man. As y'all know, the album gonna be... Alright, let me stop playing with y'all, man. And here we go.
I'm a change man, you can unblock me. Take you shopping out in Louis V. You want Prada, you want Gucci or Givenchy.
I'm on you and you owe me. Put on diamonds on you, treat you like a trophy. Who is you? You's a brokey. These hoes know I'm having cake like Steve Aoki. LV store, I can tell you one more.
She want Range Rover, bought her 2 of those. His and hers, me and her on a dark road. You got a dark soul, but I can light it up like a tummy tuck, and I keep that tummy tuck, cause I can't go 247, I get high because I hang low. You outside when I'm trying to shoot movies just like Louis knows. Hold on, strike a pose.
The name of the first track is called Dark Souls, as y'all might have put it together. It is featuring K-Camp. It is a remix, apparently. You know, that's not a bad song at all, man. I actually kind of like it. The beat was nice, the hook was nice, Fresco Trey's vocals were nice, the rapping was... It was solid. As y'all know, I'm a lyrics kind of guy. Couldn't really pick up on everything he was saying, but that's okay. It's my first listen. But I will say this. Our first listen, he was giving me Don Toliver vibes. Now, whether that's a good thing or bad thing, well, I'm not sure quite yet. It depends on how the rest of this album is going to sound. But of course, it's okay to take inspiration from artists that you like. But at the same time, I guess when it's not okay is when you're a complete carbon copy of somebody. Again, Fresco, I'm not saying you sound like this man or nothing, but you were just reminding me of his music. Either way it go, I like Don Toliver and I like this song, man. So I think we out to a good start. Go ahead and move on to the next one.
Out in Biscayne, sipping, trying not to fade. She told me it was nothing for me, left in the tank. Left me in the streets, bleeding out on the road.
That was the second track called Listen to My Tears. Immediately when bro started singing, he reminded me of Rod Wave. Even the hook, man, it reminded me of some Rod Wave, Mike, right? I am not the biggest fan of Rod Wave, or I fan of him at all, to be honest. I don't hate his music or anything, but it's like, yo, it ain't for me. It just sound like homie be making the same song, man, and so far what I'm hearing from Fresco Trey, hey bro, I hope it's not going to be like this for the rest of this album, where it's like it's constantly reminding me of different artists. I hope to hear some more originality. I know this type of sound is what that era of rappers, meaning like from what, maybe late 2019 to like now, is trying to sound like that, you know, sing, rap, heartbreak, pain music and stuff like that, as far as what they call it, because I believe it's always existed, except in a different form. But it's really just not for me, to be honest. Like this type of song, it's okay, it's not a terrible song or anything, it's just like, yo, alright, I felt like I've heard this already before, you know what I'm saying? That's my thought on that song. I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the next one.
Damn, plug, you speak Swahili?
Every single night, every single day, I come out of the dark just to light one to the face. I should probably pray more, I should probably pray. It's through my darkest days, he always made a way. Everybody tryna tell me how to live life. What if I make it? I'ma spend it, shit, it's only right. Broke real, ain't got no emotion. I was taught it's slow motion, better than no emotion. When I had no emotion, I ain't get no calls, now my phone broken. You killing me, I ain't been feeling your energy. You got caught up in the imagery, never thought you'd be into me. So you can miss me, miss me, miss me, miss me, miss me with it all. I'm in this bitch with my dog, this is how it look when you ball.
Man, yeah, nah, man. Again, it sounds like a song I done heard before, bro. From that whole era of artists, the Rod Waves, the Young Boys. I did not like the song. Probably would never go back to it unless I'm hearing this album again, because I do believe in hearing albums more than once. Like I said in my last video, like at least at minimum twice, right? Just to be sure, okay, I really am not vibing with this album. That particular album that I have listened to, of course. But I'm not impressed so far. That song was not for me, man. So far, of the 3 songs that I've heard, the first one was my favorite one. And the second one was better than this one that I just heard. When I think of critiques to give the song, it's really like some of the same stuff that I've said about the last one. I'm not saying anything new here. But I will say this on a positive note. I do appreciate the vulnerability. I'm always down for that in music, man. So I like that about the songs, at least, that I've heard so far. Keep being vulnerable and stuff like that. I just wish you put your own twist on it. That's really the main issue here. That's all I have to say for this third track called When We Ball, because I don't believe I said it earlier. I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the next song.
Nigga, we ain't friends, it ain't no long conversation. 3-5 and some hand for all the problems that I'm facing. I keep my phone on D&D, just like most these niggas try. Before a whole thing leaving me, she gon' get her ass in check. Every time I'm in your city, you pull up when I'm around. You know it's going down. The neighbors know my name, cause she screaming loud. Wrap your legs around me, girl, let's have a child. Check the ice on me, it's boogers in my watch. They was sleeping on me till I turned it up a notch. Ay, I tell her she pretty, she show me her titties. She say she don't do this for no one but me. I show her 100, she say she ain't never seen that before. It's cool, I'm P. Young rich nigga, I'm a young rich nigga.
Okay, Fresco, that song was better than the last one. It was the 4th track, of course, called LLP2. It still gave me Don Toliver vibes, but that song was decent, man. I really like that beat on there. It's up there with that first beat that I heard. I will say it was kind of funny to me, too. That hook, man, sound like a sheep on there, like... I can already tell you right now, this is going to sound like a repetitive review. Because, once again, I feel like artists have done that shit before, like too many of them. Like obviously there's no original idea ever in life because we just been on the earth too long, meaning humans, right? But it's just like, yo, you always have your own story to tell. Your story is unique to you. And even with like beats and production, like yeah, I know that's harder to do originally, especially if you're not producing your own music. But at the same time, even though I did like this beat, we wasn't crazy and nothing like that, you know what I'm saying? Decent song. Do I see myself coming back to it? Honestly, again, not unless I'm coming back to listen to this album again and give it another chance or so. And that's also depending on how the rest of this album feels to me and how it sounds, you know. I'll go ahead and move on to the 5th track.
It's the way you smile for me. Can't nobody get next to you. Gotta watch how they addressing you. Don't let no one waste your time with me. I wanna make you mine, oh whoa. The mind can get so selfish. You know I can use your help. I can't control my feelings about you, girl. Don't judge me off my past before you know my heart. Girl, I got a question for you. Oh, your time. How can I not care for you when I'm always there for you? Every night I'm blessing you if you want me to. I ain't never gotta question you. I take pride in protecting you. I'm all in because I know you're worth it. We way beyond these designer purses. I see your face and get nervous.
That was the 5th track called Waste Your Time. Okay, so look, this album is classified as hip-hop or rap. So far, I've heard more sing rap than rap for real. And I feel like this is a recurring theme with like a lot of newer gen rappers. It's like, yo, can I get some more rapping? That song wasn't bad at all, to be honest. And honestly, of the songs I've heard so far, that's probably my second favorite after the Dark Souls one. Like, that hook was nice. I love the vocal inflections in the song, and I feel like, what is it, a reverb on the song and stuff like that? I believe that's the right terminology. It's a decent song. It also is giving me some Afrobeats vibes too. Again, whether that's good or bad, I guess that's just dependent on the listener. As for me, because I kind of like cohesive albums, it's not necessarily like the worst thing that somebody can do on the album, but it's like, okay, what kind of direction are you going in? Especially when you are trying to reach maybe new viewers, because again, it's not like Fresco is some big mainstream artist on some like Drake level or Kendrick or even Youngboy, to be honest. So I guess maybe what I'm trying to say by saying that is that the albums, in my opinion, have to have a little bit more intention behind them. And maybe your intention, Fresco, is trying to tap into these different sounds and genres to try and attract more people to your music. That's not for me to say whether you should or shouldn't do that. For me, I just prefer artists where they are honing in within a specific type of sound and genre for that particular album. And I will say this, again, kind of how I said in my last review, I like when artists venture out into different genres of music. Now, of course, they have to do it authentically, but it still has to be, you know, good music too. For example, Childish Gambino is one of my favorite artists ever. When that man made Awaken My Love, initially I wasn't too big of a fan of it, but now I love that album. I got the album on vinyl. He made, was it a Vista or 31520? That's like pop-ish, R&B-ish, but his very recent album, Bandos Thrown in a New World, that's for real pop to me, with some other R&B-ish elements, rap elements sprinkled into it. I feel like that album was a culmination of all of the albums that he made prior. And to me, he did it at a high level. One more example, I liked when Lil Yachty made Let's Start Here. That was a psychedelic album. Loved that album. Initially, I wasn't too high up on Yachty. Like, I never really have been. Like, I've liked songs from him, but I just never got into any of his albums. But Let's Start Here was actually a great album, and he honed in on that one genre of music for the most part, right? Not to ramble on other artists too much, because this is a review about you, Fresco, and your album. From what I've heard so far, though, it mainly sounds like a lot of light hip-hop mixed with some, I don't know if this is the right term to classify this album as either as of now, but maybe trap soul. Now, with a sprinkle of Afro beats. That's just what I take from what I've heard so far, man. Either way I go, watch your time. My fault. Waste your time. That's a decent song, bro. I will go ahead and move on to the next track.
How you selfish with your heart, but you take all of mine. They make posts and they make tweets, but we make dollar signs. You in the club without your blick, but I got all of mine. You got a man, but he ain't shit, he just all lies. Sometimes you gotta find yourself, you gotta grow. I know they hated that I found myself, I found the flow. I'm teed up, but even more turned when I'm in Fresco. White, black, Asian, Puerto Rican, I got all kinds. Before they could try to write one.
Some on black, some on red. Shit better wherever I'm at. First night, as soon as we met, I already want a new Rolex. Birthday, get a brand new whip. Feds, I got a brand new flip. I told her mama come fuck with a G. This shit a curse in the gift.
I got too many hoes, like get the fuck out my face. I got a brand new whip, V8, I'm doing a race. She wanna fuck, okay, high speed road race. Making it home to babe.
That was the 6th track. It's called Selfish. It featuring FastCash, CMoney, and FastCash Jizzle. I've never heard of them guys before. Actually, no, that's a lie. I have heard of them before. The FastCash name, but I haven't heard of them in particular. That's a generic song, bro. I ain't gonna lie though, them features have rapped more than you this whole album. Nah, they really wasn't talking about shit like that, but I mean, yo, I guess at least they was rapping. The sing rapping is cool every now and then, and it's like almost every song is like, bro, just get you a singer or something. Like, damn. I understand why motherfucker be trying to sing so crazy, man. You don't sound terrible, but at the same time, it's like, though, you could elevate some of these songs if you just got you a for real singer on something, man. Maybe you can't find the right person, but it's way too many artists for that to be the case. Even within Memphis, you could find somebody, bro. A lot of the times, the features can make a album and a soundtrack more unique as well. Either way it go, that was a generic beat, generic subject matter, generic flows. I won't be going back to that song because of the reasons I've outlined. So, I'll go ahead and move on, man.
This isn't love, it never was. We built the bond off of parties and drugs. Get out my head, wish you were dead. Okay, I don't mean the things that I've said. Can't get you out my mind. Light it up like firefly. Just wanna be by your side. Don't just leave me when my heart is bleeding. You're so cold. Get out my head, sober regrets. Take one more drink, I'ma need it. I don't like this feeling, die.
We are halfway through the album. That was the 7th track. It was called Cold. So again, it's just a lot of singing on there, man. To me, when it comes to albums like this that be calling it hip-hop rap, it's like it's miscategorizing to me, man. Like, yo, this should be called something other than that. The beat wasn't even really hip-hop. I think the only reason why albums like this are categorized as that is because a lot of the instrumentals have hip-hop elements in it, but it's not really a hip-hop song. So for example, you have like the 808 knocking in some of the song. You have like maybe these fast hi-hats. Maybe the kicks might be knocking or something. But it's like, yo, you just setting me up for disappointment by calling this a hip-hop rap album, man. And of course you got sub-genres within hip-hop, but dog, like, anyway, this Cold song, I am not a fan of it. Once again, it's just... Everything that I've said as far as critiques have went for this album so far can be applied to this song right here, man. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the next one.
I done had so many bait me in and take a knife and stab me right in my heart. No, I don't trust you, I can't trust you, it's just something going on in my head. You don't deserve it, always choose to do me wrong. Will I ever fucking win? Try my hardest to commit, but ended up committing sin. You spit in my fucking face, and I took it on the chin. Why do you feel like you gotta lie to me? I know you don't think a lot of me. Baby, you know how to hit me down low. I was in love with you, but now I gotta dish you. Had to let you go, cause it's impossible to fix you. Baby, I got trust issues.
That was the 8th track. It's called Trust Issues. Yeah, man. I don't know what to say. Legitimately, all my critiques can be applied to this song right there, man. I'm really trying very hard not to be biased and listen to this, you know, with an open ear, which I'm doing. I just cannot get away from how everything had just sounded so reminiscent of artists that I've already heard, you know. So far, it's nothing that's really telling me I need to come back to this song. It's starting to look like this album. From what I'm taking from this song so far, though, it has been sort of a theme within some of the previous songs have been, you know, heartbreak, of course. Again, I love the fact that you're being vulnerable and, you know, you're talking about your emotions and stuff like that. You're not doing it creatively enough for me. So, off of that one fact alone, other than actually listening to the song and getting in tune with myself and feeling, am I actually vibing or liking this song? The answer is no. That's really all I have to say about what I've heard for this song. So I will go ahead, move on to the next track, man.
Yeah, hey, I caught a train to feel sane. Fresh off the plane, in LA doing coke with Marlon Wayne. By heart, I got an ankle sprain, I can't escape the pain. Just had a car with my dog, he said I'll never be the same. I had to wake up, take a moment to see what I've done. I'm not where I wanna be, but I'm far from where I was. I had to depart, cause I got tired of being judged. Imagine being depressed in the middle of the club. Cause all this can't be love. All that's in my heart sure can't be much. Just know you got me. Pulling up whenever you need me. Ghost town whenever I need you. No, this can't be love. I guess I'm looking like the fool when I go all out. You see how people really feel when y'all fall out. Got some nights in my bag for some friends in the past. I look around like, who the fuck do I call now? That was the time when I was tweaking on the drug. No money to spare, I thought about robbing the plug.
That was the 9th track called Can't Be Love. You know what? I like this song. I'm gonna be honest. I just like the way that it sounds. I like your vocals on there, Fresco. I actually like your singing on there. The subject matter was, of course, not just that much different from what I've heard on this album so far, but just based off of my first listen and based off taking the music for itself. I like that song, Fresco. I would actually put that in my playlist. So, great job, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I actually want to hear the song again, but because I'm doing this review, I can't. I mean, I could cut the camera off and listen to it again, but it's like, yo, I'm in the middle of this review, so I'd rather just get it over with and experience the album song by song. That's a really good sign that I want to replay that song. That might be my favorite song of the album, even above Dark Souls. But I am curious to what the original version sounds like, which is apparently the last song on here. So, without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and get to the next song.
I can't catch no break. I got another bill getting paid late. I got a newborn on the way. I'm still trying to be the case upstate. I just lost my job. How did I get fired on my only day off? Goddamn, can't catch no break. Oh no, P.O. on my phone straight tripping. Feds on me tryna put me out of business. Baby mama won't let me see my children. Took her ass to court, but the judge dismissed. Can't stop my car. Try to buy the price and they decline my car. I can't catch no break.
Bro, how you gonna give me that song after just giving me my favorite song off the album so far? Man, y'all already know what I'm about to say, bro. Now, we done added country music. Got country-inspired hip-hop songs to the mix of genres that I outlined previously. Like, dog, what we doing here, man? This song is not even terrible, but it's not good either, bro. I'm not gonna lie. This song, and I believe it was another song, it might have been that Afrobeat sounding song, but them songs sound like they could be in, like, maybe a movie or a TV series, some credits rolling or something, a action scene in the movie. I mean, I guess that's good, but again, it just sounds like you trying to appeal every single listener that comes across your music, man. I guess based off of the metric of success that an artist won't say if they want to be like mainstream and they want to have as many eyes and ears on their music as possible, then I guess this is what they feel they have to do. But it's like, yo, what the fuck? Hey, look, man, I'm willing to listen to a lot of genres of music, but there's one genre of music that takes me a really hard time to actually sit and listen to, and that's country music, man. I am not a fan of country music at all. So what saved this was really just the hip-hop elements sprinkled throughout that beat. It actually wasn't you. Again, this just sound too samey for some of the stuff you've done on this album so far and too similar to other artists. I'm not gonna keep harping on that point. Not a fan of that song, unfortunately. I was trying to like get into it. I couldn't, man. So we'll go ahead and move on to the next one.
Seem like the money is the reason that they back around. Whoever thought she'd leave so fast when everything started to go bad. I guess the money is the reason that they back around. So maybe I'm the bad guy. But this ain't how I want it to be. If I could give everybody a little piece of me, I swear I would without a smack of my teeth. Nobody calls you when you're down bad. They say what hurt you surely won't lie. And I let you around. Can't believe how you changed up. Through all the money and the fame, it never changed up. And every L I ever took, yeah, that's what made us. But I'm still trying to figure out. You the type of person by the hand that was feeding you. Always telling lies, I don't know why I believed you. No, I let you around, but you letting me down.
That was the 11th track called Back Around. It's technically the last track because the next track after this is the original version of Dark Souls. Man, Fresco, throughout that whole track, all I heard was Post Malone, man. That's all I heard, dog. If somebody told me or sent me this track unreleased and told me to guess who it was, that's who I would have guessed who it was. What's happening here, man? Are we serious? I mean, I guess you did right by putting this song right next to the previous song, No Break. I'm not even sure if I said the name of the last song, but I guess you did right by putting them right next to each other because they're country inspired, but not a fan of this Back Around song, bro, at all. Again, I don't even understand why this is classified as hip hop or rap. This is not what I'm gonna turn on if I want to hear some hip hop and rap. I probably sound like an old head or something crazy because I'm just in my 20s, but it's just misleading. Like, yo, if you just put something in there, multi-genre, something, I would come into this album with a different expectation / mindset. This has frustrated me, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna go ahead and just move on to the last track, which is again the original version of Dark Souls.
Baby, yeah, you got me. I'm a changed man, you can't unblock me. Cardi Rose Gold, that bitch bright as fuck. Damn, girl, I like the fuck. Put some diamonds on your wrist and now your Cardi cut. It's a Tonka truck, with Obama guts, all up in her guts. Can we invite some hoes? She said she like me and I like her too. Bro, never with me, so please invite your crew. If I'm your man and you got a plan, you know I sponsor you. Them backshots sound like thunder. Say you working a job, but I'll take you to Dubai to fuck up some commas. Cardi Rose Gold, that bitch bright as fuck.
Alright, last song, Dark Souls, the original. I like the remix song better with K-Kelp, but that's just probably because I heard it first. You probably think it's better too since you put that as the first track. I be confused sometimes to why artists put the same song on the same album. It's just one of them be a remix. Xavier Wolf did this shit, and I was like, bro, the OG was better. In this case, the remix was better. I don't know, maybe y'all should just put the best version of the song on the album. I feel that artists be doing that because they just be trying to have as many songs on the album to get as many streams on the album or something. So if somebody don't like the remix, they can go to the original and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? Basically, I don't really have anything to say about the original version of that other than I like the remix better. So that is the whole album, Meraki, and actually it's a deluxe album. So maybe that's why there are 2 Dark Souls on there. I didn't peep the deluxe earlier, so that's on me. But time to get into my overall review of the album now. Fresco Trey, Meraki, or Meraki, not sure exactly how you say it, the deluxe. I don't even know where to start, man. But maybe I will start with some positives. I like maybe about 3 to 5 songs on here. Some I actually liked and some I just thought were decent. I like Dark Souls. I believe LLP2 was okay. Waste Your Time, I believe that was the Afrobeats one. And I definitely did like Can't Be Loved. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 songs out of 12 tracks on this album. Again, that's including both of Dark Souls songs. That is not good. When I was listening to this album, I heard so many different artists. I heard Rod Wave, I heard Don Toliver, I heard Post Malone, I heard some young boy-ish in there. That's way too many artists that I was hearing on your album that could have been made by them. That's not good, bro. That is severely lacking originality to me. I need more of that from you, bro. bro. Like, this is my introduction to you, and it was not a good introduction at all. But hopefully those songs that I said that I liked / thought were decent are enough to entice me to listen to another album from you. And I also need to say this album did come out in 2025, September 2nd, 2025. I would have liked to hear a lot more rapping on this album rather than singing / sing rapping. You know what I'm saying? Because you classified this as hip-hop rap. Honestly, I don't think you just rap this whole album, bro. Maybe that's not you as an artist, but again, label the album something else there. Even Drake, like, I know he's a multifaceted artist. So he be doing the singing, the rapping, be diving into all these other genres. But at least the man be rapping sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Like, he'll be giving you ball, he be spitting, man. Like I said, especially like old Drake, mid Drake from like 2012 to like 2018-ish, 19-ish. That was like, you know, Drake when he was like sort of in his prime, especially closer to in the middle, like that 2014, 2016, 17 era. That was like for real him in his prime, bro. Drake ran the radio. He had the singing and he had the rap. And he actually did both to it and higher than average level, I would say. It's not impossible to do. If you want to sing, that's fine, but at least give me some rapping if that's the category that you prefer to place yourself in. But if I'm being honest, bro, because there's so much music coming out nowadays and so many different artists that I would prefer to listen to, it's like, yo, I don't see myself coming back to this album or even giving it another chance, even though I would like to. And who knows, I actually may, based off of the songs that I like they'll have to do a lot of heavy lifting, and I would really have to really, for real, like those songs. I'm just not a fan, bro, if I'm being honest. I'm definitely down to check out more of your albums, though, because I don't believe in judging an artist based off one album or one song or a few songs. Like, I have to hear, like, at least minimum 2 albums to decide if this artist is for me or not. And sometimes I might even do 3, bro. This album, it was not just terrible. Like, it actually wasn't terrible. It's just, it felt like there wasn't any concentration behind it, right? Any intent behind it. Like, it just seemed like you were all over the place. The only thing that was consistent was you doing this sing rapping thing. I don't know why I even like Can't Be Loved, to be honest. I think it just felt good, man. And I'm sure a lot of other people that is into this type of music within the hip-hop sphere likes this album. So I'm gonna probably love it, man. I don't know. If I had grew up with like the YNs nowadays, I would probably love this shit. Because again, this falls right in that area of like young boy, raw wave. I'm not some teenager, dog. Those are just like the pillars of that. I really did hope to like this, but I just don't, man. Like, there's not one song on this album that I would say, oh yeah, when I hear this, I'm gonna think of Fresco Trey. This is like his thing, right? His sound, this is his flow, his rap. I feel like I came out of this album not knowing who you are as an artist, bro. That is terrible, man. You never want to be in that space as an artist, at least not in my opinion, because again, I myself am an artist as well. And to be honest, bro, I don't really know what else I have to say that I haven't already mentioned as I was going through and kind of critiquing your songs as I was listening to them after the fact. Hey, look, Fresco, it is what it is, bro. I'm gonna check out some more of your music for sure, but it's like, I want to see some improvement, man. Time for me to get into my score now. $3.5, bro. That's between bad and needs improvement. It wasn't unlistenable, but it was nowhere near even good, to be honest. Nah, this ain't for me, dog. I just gotta keep it 100. Like, if I want to see you grow as an artist, bro, I can't sugarcoat nothing. That's just what I thought of the album, and maybe I'm not your intended audience, man. Maybe it is them younger folks, bro. Man, Fresco, I really do have to give you that low ass score. It is what it is, man. Hey, look, I appreciate whoever tuned into this review. Let me know what y'all thought of this album in the comment section. Let me know if you liked any of the songs. Let me know if you love the album, if you hate the album, if you thought it was okay, man. Let me know if y'all thought I was being too harsh, or maybe if I wasn't being harsh enough. Let me know if there any artists y'all would like for me to review that's from Memphis. They gotta be local or semi-mainstream. I'll check them out if I haven't already, or check them out in my downtime or whatever. It's Jahmad, man. The host of Jahmad's Orb.